All right, welcome back, Brickmaniacs, to another episode of Brickmania TV. Today on Brickmania TV, Cody has the MiG-29SMT Fulcrum. Fulcrum? Why does it have parentheses around it? Is it not called the Fulcrum?
No, that's the NATO designation. Is Fulcrum. It's like Fulcrum. I don't know.
Okay, sorry. I'm just talking.
Yeah, its NATO designation is Fulcrum.
History. This thing has it, right?
This thing's got it. Cool. You all know the MiG. You all know the MiG-29. Very famous.
Very famous.
Very famous. So this is the SMT version. The MiG's been around. It was introduced in 1982. It's been in production ever since. Of course, there's been a lot of different variants, and the SMT is obviously one of those variants.
Obviously.
The most modernized variant.
Nice.
I think.
You think?
I think.
They probably got something going on.
They've got a few different things going on. So, yeah, this has been in a recent conflict. It's recently flown in Syria.
Yeah.
And that was not too long ago. It introduced into that theater.
Yeah.
This year. Yeah, I think it was in September.
Who was flying it?
Russia.
What are they?
Yeah.
Maybe that's a dumb question.
Syria has actually placed order for these.
Right.
So
awkward.
Yeah, so it's been around.
It's been around. Been around the block.
Yeah, it's been around the block. It's an air superiority fighter, and it's meant to combat like the United States has the F-15. So this is obviously much smaller than the F-15.
Yeah.
Which kind of surprised me. I thought they would be kind of on the same scale, being that they're both air superiority fighters, but single seat cockpit F-15s.
Yeah, watching you go over source material is kind of cool, seeing this thing come together.
Yeah, so it's got a really cool camouflage scheme. There's some cool camouflages going on.
Camouflages.
But yeah, that's...
Here, let's see if we can do that. I'm gonna tilt this.
A lot of countries use
the
MiG-29. So I don't want to go too in depth with all the history.
Yeah, that's it. That's cool. That's good enough for me, man.
I don't want to go too
onto
far.
the kit.
Yeah, onto the kit itself.
Kit itself.
As you say.
Onto the kit itself. Do I say that a lot? I guess I do.
Some similar features. Actually, this is about the same size as the F-100 Super Saber. I found out as I was laying out my blueprints.
So from the side, same length, roughly?
About the same length, about the same width.
Yeah. The same width.
So the wing design.
Wing design.
It's not quite a 45-degree angle, although those are 45-degree slopes.
It's close.
Yeah, it was close, but I still, it wasn't 45 degrees, so I didn't want to build it at 45 degrees.
Sure.
But if you stack slopes on the side like that and have it snot builder, for those of you who don't know what snot is studs not on top building style.
So I'm going to break this side off.
It's an acronym.
See how there's studs sticking out that way?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're not on top.
A little education for
snot.
For those of you who don't know what snot is.
Now they know.
Probably an AFOL term.
Yes. Bunch of AFOLs.
Bunch of AFOLs. So yeah, I was able to incorporate that near perfect angle on that wing in doing so, and it still retains a lot of its strength.
Does it? Can you pick it up with the wing?
You can, if I remove it from a stand.
Do it.
Is it okay if I remove it from a stand?
No.
YouTube?
No.
YouTube?
Yeah, you can do that. Oh, it's really stiff.
But that's
nice.
Good. It's good. It's a solid thing.
Let's look at that. Holding it. Thumb on the star.
Thumb on the star. You got it. So yeah,
wow.
It's still really strong, even though all of that strength disappears with having it snot built like that.
But this section of the wing right here is really sturdy.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was
cool.
It was fun to incorporate that. Also, it was really fun to have the sloping going out. That's kind of what birthed that wing design for me, was starting to build. I typically start with the nose and build backwards. Mm-hmm. So I noticed that there's slopes going out into the wings. So this is all snot, obviously, and then it tapers into the wing. And I needed this is a panel here to get the landing gear in, because it's such a small, it's a really thin airframe.
Yeah.
The only tall part of it is the spine here. And on the SMT version, this is more of a conformal fuel tank. Earlier versions, it has a much drastic taper into the rest of the airplane on the spine. but there's a fuel tank in here. That's why it's elongated, and then it starts its transition back into the tail. It's got an air brake here. Air brake, speed brake. I don't know. I've heard both terms.
Sure.
And we got all that moving stuff. We got the rotors.
Some moving pieces.
Yep. And another build feature I incorporated was having the nose kind of point down a little bit.
Yeah. It's a really gradual, I mean, you don't notice it at first, but
yeah,
it's perfect.
Because I wanted it to point down, because you can tell that I don't know if that's a pitot tube. I can talk.
Yeah, I believe you. I have no doubt of that. Yeah.
That's actually a minifig rapier.
Yeah.
The sword.
So if you want, you can equip your pilot with a
blast line
hand-to-hand weapon. Too close for guns, switching to melee.
Yeah. Switching to melee. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
that was a good one, Jeff. You shut up. You can leave. Talking to you, you can take the door.
Wow.
Sorry, keep going.
You interrupted me.
Rude.
There's a 30mm Canon.
30mm Canon.
Represented here. Landon made the artwork. That was you, right?
Yeah, I think, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I did that one.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
And these vents here.
I didn't do the stickers, actually, on this one.
Right.
I didn't do the stickers. I did the printing, so we got printing.
Yeah.
And there's some stickers here and there.
So the printing here on these vents, they kind of act like gills, I think, because it's part of the intake.
Yeah.
The intake's obviously underneath, but when the Russians develop a system where when they take off, they close there's doors built into the intakes. They close them off so they don't suck anything into their intakes when they're on the runway, so they can land and take off pretty much in any environment. So the air intake will come from the top of the wing right here. So it'll get its flow through there, and then once they're in the air, they'll open up those doors, and
once they are free of any goats or chickens, they will open up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Can those landing gears come out?
They can.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
Or are you gonna
This
show
is
me
probably a time-lapse thing, but I need to say
Sure, go for
some
it.
things about this.
Do it.
So I've included a 4-long bar.
Ooh.
And you open up the doors here,
All right.
and then you stick your bar.
Very nice of you to include a building assist tool.
Because you just kind of get it started, and then you can flip it.
Oh, it's getting caught. You got it. Almost so close.
That's the thing, is it is going to get caught. That is going to be an issue.
We gotta reshoot that, man. Awkward.
It does work, I promise. I'm panicking.
Of course, when you want to show it off,
Yeah.
like, it doesn't work 100%.
Anyways, if it doesn't work like that, you can just peel it off.
And those close back up.
Yep, they close up back behind.
I believe you that it works. It's just, you're on camera, so.
I know, I'm failing hardcore. Time lapse that. So you close the door back behind the landing gear, and it'll stay there. These doors open up. This was really difficult.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you have working landing gears and something this tiny it's just cool.
Because the tricky part about this landing gear, as opposed to any other landing gear, is that the wheels tuck underneath the intake.
Yeah.
So it was really hard to cram that space in there. That's why I was talking earlier, having the panel there.
The other side has a panel, so there's a hollow cavity underneath of that fuselage section, right?
To get that wheel in there real nice. And then there's this light here on a bracket. You can turn it forward
so they can see the goats and chickens.
Runway. Yeah. But in order to get the wheel out, just take the panel off. It's just on a 1-stud connection. And pull the landing gear open and rotate it back. That's how that works.
Nice. Can you reattach that and close it up?
Yeah. So that's, well, then you have this open.
Oh, okay. They keep that open.
Yep, they keep that open. And it looks really nice on the ground with landing gear out. It's just getting to point A to point B.
To the other side. Time lapse this side.
Okay.
Because then you can set it on the table here.
Yeah.
And time lapse completed. Look at that. You're losing the bar.
Wheels.
You almost lost the bar. Yeah, I like the green wheels. It's a nice
Green
touch.
wheels, that's an actual thing. They do have green wheels.
Really?
Yep.
I thought you just put that in there as a joke, but that's funny.
No.
Attention to detail. Nothing is missed with you, Cody.
Oh, thanks.
That's cool.
Yeah, there you go.
And it's a nice little caster wheel on the front.
Yeah.
So it can, oh, there we go. That's cool.
That may happen. So one thing I do want to mention.
Yes.
I put a bar in here so you can make the landing gear rotate and collapse. That's definitely needed because it has to tuck under the intake. But if you want to have landing gear out and you want to taxi it around, it'd probably be best to replace that black bar with a 3-lung axle.
Okay.
Light bluish gray.
So if you want a bit more permanent
black.
display, just swap that out with.
Yep.
Cool.
Because then
You've thought of
these
everything.
may want to turn on you if you try to push it around.
But for display, it's
depends
just
on the
fine,
friction of
right?
the bar you get. But yeah.
It's fine for display. It's awesome for display. So the cool, either on this cool stand, or just taxiing around. Awesome. Did we get everything? Oh, the pilot.
So yeah, you gotta tuck it.
The pilot. Can it back up nicely? There we go. I think we did it.
Okay.
So this is the new pilot. He's got the compression, the G-suit pants, right?
Yeah.
And it's in that kind of like nasty green color. It's like we have olive drab and they have like a yellowish.
Yeah.
Yeah, we try to get close, so that's that. And then just a pilot suit, and then you can see the classic blue and white striped shirt underneath of there. So.
And this face mask.
Yeah, the face mask. Just trying out some new stuff. Textured printing. That actually pops out of the face there, and it's got a little bit of artwork printed over that as well.
And a minifig cat helmet with the visor on it too.
I'm gonna pop the visor down. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Does that work? I can't get it. Did I get it? I got it. Nice. So visor pops down too.
Sweet.
Awesome. Cool stuff.
Yeah.
Nice job, Cody.
Hey, thanks.
That's the kit, right?
Yeah, it's fun. It's a pretty easy build, I would say.
Yeah.
Compared to some other things.
How many stars have we got on this for the build difficulty?
I think it's 4, and the 4 really just comes into play because this is pretty difficult to get the nose in there the right way. It's locked in a specific way. Oh, I forgot to mention also.
Oh, there's always more. We got it.
There's this.
Oh no, your wheels turned weird.
Your wheels.
Fix the wheel. It's all good.
Okay.
One more thing. So for mid-flight refueling, right? That's what this is for.
Yeah. Mid-air refueling. That's actually something that they bolt on the side of the aircraft.
Just bolted right on.
Yeah. Optional. And it just closes right in on the side.
Nice.
Just like that.
All right, that's the MiG-29.
Yep.
Awesome. For more information, check out brickmania.com. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Get it? Get it? It's the MiG Fulcrum.
Fulcrum.
Camera guy, you made me say that. I think they understand.
Wiki.
Wikipedia it.
Fulcrum.
Educate yourself. Get it?